Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to share the success story of one of my subscriber who recently got selected in this IT company. The name of the company is Eurofins IT Solutions. So these are the interview questions that were asked to him, and basically he's from a non-technical field, so he also learned the manual testing by himself by watching the various videos on the YouTube, and those are available on Google, and then he has cleared this interview. There were few of the couple of questions that were asked to him with respect to automation testing as well. So he had initial level of knowledge from automation testing, but he had a good sound knowledge on manual testing side. So these were the questions that were asked to him. So first of all, tell me about your project. So this is the first and the foremost. It would be a common question that would be asked in each and every interview round of your company, of any company. So you need to explain about the project details. What is the domain of the project? What is the backend technology? What is the front end? And all those things. Then write the test cases for Gmail login page. So first of all, you can write about the positive test scenarios, negative test scenarios with valid credentials, invalid credentials, and credentials with alphanumeric, numeric space, and all those things. Then same thing, he was also asked to write a automation script for Gmail login page. Then what is TestNG? Then what are the features of TestNG? So if you are asked this question, so I thought to jot down few of the answers also of the question so you can have a quick revision as well. So different features of a TestNG are multiple before and after annotations options that we have, right? Like before method, before class, after method, after class. Then XML based test configuration, dependent methods are there, parameterization of test methods, along with that prioritization of test cases also you can do, right? Let's say priority equal to 1, 2, 3. Then data driven testing. Then next question was, what is the difference between smoke testing and sanity testing? Similarly, you can also be asked questions like difference between load and stress testing, or difference between regression and retesting, right? Then what are the levels of testing? So as we all know, there are four different levels of testing: unit, or you can say component testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. Okay. Now these tests are frequently grouped by where they are added in the software development process, right? Or you can also mention by the level of specification of the test, right? Now, what is the difference between system testing and UAT testing? Now, system testing is generally done to check whether the software or product meets the specified requirements or not, while acceptance testing is a type of testing which is used to check whether the software meets the customer requirements or not. Okay, so this is a very thin line of difference. Then on the similar lines, you can also get a question on what is the difference between alpha testing and beta testing. Okay, now this was a scenario based question. If a developer team, if a developer or a dev team is unable to fix the bug because of some reason, what could be the bug status? Okay, so if they are unable to fix that defect, it might be the complexity of the scenario, might be the complexity of the code as well, right? So they might have to investigate the technical feasibility of the fix, or what kind of code should be fixed, what kind of code should be done in order to fix that defect. So they can mention the status as requires technical feasibility or need to discuss, because they might have to discuss the scenario with the product owners, business analysts, just to make sure that actually it is a kind of a pain point to the end user, so they need to fix it or not. First of all, that is a stage. Then second stage is, if they require to fix it, then what are the various steps that they need to take. Okay, now coming to the another point of view of this question, the the interviewer over here might also be seeking for the a kind of a answer where, let's say, if a developer team is unable to reproduce the bug itself, right? So then they won't be fixing it because they are not able to reproduce the bug, they are not able to replicate this scenario. So in that case, the developer will change the status as need more information. In such cases, the tester needs to add the detailed reproducing steps and assign bugs back to the development team for the fix. So this is how you can answer such type of questions. So this is real-time interview question answers. The above were the normal straightforward questions, but these kind of questions you can expect in an interview, and be prepared for these questions, because in scenario based questions they can twist and turn around these questions. So we are uploading mock interviews every day, day in and day out in our channel, so you can watch them and you can prepare yourselves for these interviews. If you find defect in production, what will you do? Again, this is a common question. So it's a defect in production, so you will have to be in an alert stage. So you will have to discuss with the team members immediately, your team leads, your team managers. Then analyze the scenario. Is it a corner case, or is it happening often, or is the customer or end user going to face it frequently? Then you will have to plan for its fix. See, the idea of becoming a software tester, the roles and responsibilities of software tester are not to find the defects or find the bugs, but it is also to make sure that we need to plan for its fix. We should not keep the defects in the hanging mode until unless we don't get it fixed from the developer. Obviously we won't be fixing it, but we need to make sure, we need to plan out, we need to chalk out with some of the strategy plan that it is fixed and it is taken care. That's how the team work will be happening. So log the defect and plan for its fix and testing, right? So you can also collaborate with the developer and make sure that they write the unit test cases. So both of you, or together as a team, you can work for its fix so that such issues are not raised in the future. Explain your one full day activity from login to logout. Okay, so now over here you can explain how do you start your day. So when you start your day, you frequently you check the emails, you see the various company progress that they have made, or anything specified to the company or organization has been announced. So those kind of emails you will read. Then you will also read what are the comments, or what is the status of the bug that you had logged prior to the one day. Then what are the different tasks as per the sprint or as per the iteration that you need to take care, so that you will see. Then you will be taking part into the various grooming sessions. Grooming meeting would be going on, in which the new user story would be discussed along with the dev team, PO, and business analyst. Then you will be writing test cases. There would be times when you would be executing those test cases, you would be testing the things, then you will be logging the defects, then you will be discussing. So these are all the things that you need to take care. And before logging out, before signing out, make sure that you also mention that you are providing a daily status update to your team lead or team manager, and then you are signing out from the company. So that shows your roles and responsibilities. So entire full day activity, the more activities you will cover, the more questions will be reduced from the interview side, because they will be coming to know, okay, this person is already taking care of so and so things, so no need to ask questions. So if you in an interview, if you uh, don't want to give the answers of the questions, so it's better to you know include them in your answer itself, maybe directly or indirectly, so then you can avoid such kind of questions. Okay, now what is database testing? Did you perform database testing? So when you are asked, did you perform database testing, did you perform API testing, so be very sure, because the moment you will say yes, so ultimately the next question would be on the same line. So if you haven't performed database testing, so be honest and tell them, I didn't get a chance so far in my project, but yes, I would love to do database testing if given a chance. I would like to do API testing if I am given a chance, like that. Right, so database testing is nothing but it is a type of software testing that checks the schema, tables, triggers, etc. of the database under test. It involves creating complex queries for performing the load or stress test on the database and checking its responsiveness. Consistency of data has been tested. Let's say you are adding few of the records, so are they so you would be validating whether those records are being properly entered into the DB or not. And what is API testing? What do you know about Postman? So again, Postman is a functional API testing tool, right? API testing, you can explain what is sprint retrospective meeting. So retrospective, as you will be looking back, what all things were done right, what all things were not done as per the expectations, how can you improve? What is RTM, requirement traceability matrix? What is defect report? So which are the different fields, different columns you have in the defect report that you can mention? Did you implement the framework from the scratch? So over here they are asking, did you implement the automation framework from the scratch? Now if you have got an opportunity to implement the framework from the scratch, you can explain about that. Then the next question would be, how much time did it took, and can you explain your framework? So those all questions will come, right? If you haven't, then you can also, rather than telling no, you can tell it was prepared already by a few of the seniors or team leads, and now you are just contributing into that automation framework. So that kind of answer you can give. Okay, so this were few of the interview questions that were shared, and the company name was Eurofins IT Solutions. So once again, many congratulations to the subscriber who got selected into this company, and we wish him all the best for his career, and wish you as well all the best for your career. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you. Have a nice day.